Live. Okay. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Hey, Nikki. How's my Nikki doing? Hold on here 1 second. She said she'd be right back. She's fixing it, and I'm live right now, okay? Did you hear that? Oh my god. Oh my. She said be right back. I'm live. There you go. Okay? Sorry about that. Hello, Nikki. Okay, so apparently, thanks to some people in here, I'm going to address a couple things, okay? And let me actually begin over here. So, before I begin this, I'm going to say that Pat did confirm last night that she was talking to Roadhog, and Michelle is back in the house. So, everybody knows that I went live last night defending Nikki. Okay. Well, Pat actually came out and said that Michelle is now pissed at Pat for sharing the photo with Nikki, and now Nikki shared it on her community tab. Well, here's my question, Pat, before I start this. Okay. How long have you known that Michelle was back in the house? And like you said to one of my mods, and I quote from verbatim, "Oh, I never said that Michelle was back in the house." Well, how would you know if Michelle was mad at you over a picture if she wasn't back in the house? Because remember, according to Roadhog, he wasn't talking to Michelle anymore. So, Pat, my question to you is this. You confirmed you were still talking to Roadhog. You confirmed that you are still supporting Roadhog. So how would Michelle know about who did what if Roadhog wasn't talking to her? So apparently, Pat, you do have the capability of lying. Because you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot sit there and say Michelle is mad at you, Pat, unless you actually know that she is mad at you. And the only way that you could know, and you verified this, is by talking to Roadhog. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Literally, Pat. There's a lot of things that need to be answered. Okay? Yes, what you doing? Michelle is now what you doing? I'm gonna clarify this. I don't think she ever left. Okay. But I gotta make my screen bigger here, so give me 1 second because I want to make sure that everybody can read what I'm going to read. So give me a second to see if it's going to be big enough on the screen. If not, I'll have to rework it. Okay, that's not big enough. Okay, so let me see if this will make it bigger. Let me see if I can do it a different way. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay, this will work. Okay. Figured it out. Okay, this should make it easily readable, right? Yes, sirree. This should make it easily readable. Okay, so, oops. I zoomed out on the wrong one. Okay, can y'all read this? Can y'all read it? Can y'all see it very clearly? I zoomed in on the wrong one. What the hell is going on? Why is that not doing what I want it to do? Yeah, so I'm sharing that one. Okay. All right, so you should be able to read it a lot better. Let me redo this again because that is doing the wrong one. Okay, you know what? This is going to drive me bonkers. Okay, you know what? This is going to drive me bonkers, so I'm going to do it this way. Oops. 1 second, I'm having technical difficulties. As usual. Copy. Paste and go. Okay, so I'm going to close this one here and focus on this one. All right. So we should be able to, and I shouldn't be able to screw everything up. Yeah, I will look in just a minute. Okay. All right. So this should be working. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now, the context of this is so this is by Pat. This is the thread. Okay. So okay, so I'm gonna point out a couple things. I walked away the other day when I found out Michelle was jealous of me. I said goodbye to Roadhog. This is a lie because of your own admissions. You've been talking to him. You never walked away. You're still a paying member of him. Okay? You never walked away. If you walked away, you would not be conversing with him on the phone, nor would you know that Michelle was mad at you over a fucking picture. Okay? People don't understand we had a special relationship. I knew Roadhog that nobody else knew. Pretty sad Michelle was jealous of a 70-year-old woman. Thank you for your concern. Okay. There is no Roadhog that nobody else knew. Roadhog is vile. It's called an act, Pat. It's called a performance. Roadhog is very good at manipulating situations to benefit him. Okay. Now that he's being called out, your butt hurt because your illusionment of a roadhog that you believe is there has been proven to be a lie and you're shattered. Okay? There's no good in roadhog. There is no good in roadhog. Okay? They're both vile, they're both disgusting, and if you want to continue believing there is something good, okay, I'm going to make a few things clear at the end of this because I have my own opinions and I'm going to put them there. Okay. Now, Becky wrote, my memory isn't the best, and we used to chat in BX streams. 7 Mile and whatever ring a bell. What a small YouTube world. I don't know what 7 Mile and Gradiat refers to. I don't really care. Um, I don't really care. I don't pay attention to that. But Pat responds, yes, we did talk about that. I'm leaving YouTube. No, Pat, you're not leaving YouTube. You've been saying that you are leaving YouTube, okay? You don't leave YouTube. You keep coming back. You keep doing this woe is me bullshit. You keep blaming other fucking people for what the hogs have done. You need to literally begin pointing the accountability at the people that it belongs at, which is the hogs. You've been taken for a ride, Pat, and you're the only one to blame for that. You feel foolish. That is on you, nobody else. Okay? Don't use the health excuse anymore. It's not a band-aid. You've made choices. Now you've got to take responsibility. Okay? I do call out bullshit. And that's what I'm doing here now. Okay, I don't know if you know who Nikki is. I sent Nikki a picture of the fake baby roadhog. Okay, Pat, once again, you've just outed yourself as a source of the picture. Okay? But I will say this. Everybody got a picture of the freaking baby. Okay? It's everywhere. It's on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. It's everywhere, Pat. You're not the only source. All right? You're not. So she put it on her community board. Remember, this is 3 hours ago. Okay, so this was done at about 5 o'clock this morning on Roadhog's community tab. Okay. So she put it on her community board knowing I was harassed by Michelle. You were never harassed by Michelle. Not a one. Not a one. Now, okay. Also, I want to point out, Pat, that if you are going to be harassed by Michelle, it's going to be on you because you keep posting stuff on her community board. Well, you did until Michelle took everything off. All right? You can't blame nobody else but your own self for what's going on. She turned out to be a really good friend, more like a backstabber. No, Nikki never backstabbed you. You're once again putting everything about you, and it's not about you. It's about everybody. Okay? It's literally about everybody. It's not all about you. Nikki did what Nikki wasn't the only one that had the picture. Okay? It was shared by everybody. She said it was already on the internet. My question to her was, then why did you have to put it out there if it was already on the internet? Because people have the right to post whatever they want. Now, some people may have seen it, some people may have not, Pat, but people have the right to post whatever they want. Okay? They do. Whether you like it or not, people have the right to post whatever they want on the open internet. Stop being a whiny little tyrant. Okay? You're literally acting like a spoiled little brat not getting your way. Well, you're not going to get your way. Now, she ends this by going, you have a great day. Watch your back. A lot of backstabbers. Okay, I'm going to say this, Pat. Nobody backstabbed you. You're just over opinionated, and you inserted yourself. You're you're standing up for a guy who has literally shat over everybody. Literally. You did. You are literally trying to stand up for a disgusting, vile person, and you're pissed that it's not working. You're pissed that people aren't bending to your will. Now, Becky goes, yes, there are a lot of one-uppers, is what I call them. I don't know very well. I'm a dabbler and lurker. Do what you need to do, as there is a form of entertainment like a book. Right. And I agree with Becky. You need to get off YouTube, Pat, and stop interjecting yourself into situations. You're getting called out on your behavior. And now that you're not getting your way, you're throwing a hissy fit. You're throwing a tantrum. I did like Arugula Empire on this one. Use one period at the end of the sentence. Use one. Okay? Now, 2 days ago, Daisy French said this to Roadhog, okay? Just take the time you need. To hell with the haters. It's not worth it. Pat replied, thinking that this was about her. I don't have haters. I got people pretty much watching my back. Daisy French wasn't talking about you, Pat. She was talking about Roadhog. And Nikki, I love Nikki, pointed it out. Pat, Daisy is talking to Roadhog, not you. Pat, what is going on that you think everything now is about you? Or involves you? Or is going to lead back to you? I think what happened with Pat, and I really hate to say this because I could be wrong, but in my opinion, Pat's ego went to her head when people started saying that they were part of her fan club, and now her ego is getting to be as big as Roadhog. She is not reading everything. And when she does read it, she makes it about her or assumes it's about her. Now, I'm going to share something that was, wait, let me make sure that, okay. Okay, good. We're good to go. Paste and go. Now, I am actually going to share this. And this is something Pat said, which I apparently did not know about until now. So, in Roadhog's chat, which I did not see until now, Pat said, bitch, come to Detroit. I'll show you the N-word. Why did I not see this? Was I even in the stream when this happened? I would like to know why I never saw this comment until now. Why would you say something, Pat? Why would you say something like that? Why? Once again, this is the shit I'm talking about, people. This is literally the shit I am talking about. Okay? Things like this. Things like this, Pat, are the reason why shit is happening. Okay? Literally. You cannot blame anybody else but your own self. And yes, I saw that comment. um, you're right, Be Free. She saw the real hogs, and now she's in denial. She is. She is blaming everybody that she lost her beloved roadhog when it was their actions and their behaviors that made people turn on them. It is their actions and their words that made people go after them. But to sit there and blame Nikki for something that was already out there and then question why she did it, Pat, you need to reevaluate yourself. And I'm going to put some things out there. The internet is not about you, Pat. And I'm gonna be realistic, okay? And by being realistic, I'm going to be an asshole, okay? And I'm gonna be an unapologetic one. But Pat, the internet doesn't care about feelings. The internet doesn't care if you had a bad day or a good day. The internet doesn't care about your health. The internet doesn't care about you as a person. The internet is just the internet. Okay? Now, on that same notion, there are people that do care. There are. But the internet is just the internet. It's an unfeeling, unjudgmental piece of electronic crap. Literally. That's all it is. Okay? It's hooked together by wires, electricity, mainframes, yada, yada, yada. The internet is not controlled by real people. There are no real emotions behind the internet. That's the cold, hard reality. However, there is a small part of the internet where people do care and do have feelings for people that are behind the screen. There are. Now, I'm not up here saying that I don't give a shit about Pat. Okay, I'd be wrong to say that. I do care about her. But at the same time, I'm not going to be emotionally manipulated or emotionally blackmailed into silence just because her reality is shattered based on an individual that she once had really high hopes for. You can call me an asshole, you can call me unfeeling, but that's the truth. You cannot sit behind a screen and emotionally manipulate people or emotionally control people just because things are not going your way. Honestly, I've never spoken to June Bennett outside of YouTube, but I honestly believe that's not a sock account. I think June, like I said, I have no proof one way or the other, but in my opinion, I think June Bennett is actually a real account. But Pat, I'm going to say this to you, and I hope this gets through your fucking goddamn head right now. You need to decompress and take a break from the internet because something is not clicking. I don't know if it was because of your I don't know what's going on with you, Pat, health wise. I don't know what is going on generally with you, but you have a general disconnect, and that is worrying. Okay. Somewhere you have a disconnect. Yeah, it could be denial. Sorry, I was reading that Amber Chick's comment, and I'm not going to ask who she's referring to because she could be referring to me. I'm joking, Amber. I'm joking. I'm joking. But Pat, you do insert yourself in every situation now, and you make it about you. And then when people give you pushback, you go, "Oh, my health isn't good." That health thing is not going to work anymore. I'm not going to give you kid gloves anymore. I am just going to tell you like it is because you need a dose of reality. Yeah, I think that's what happened, Be Free. She got a warm and fuzzy feeling from the attention, and now she's milking it for everything she's got. You cannot excuse what the Roadhogs have done to people. You can't. And you know what? There is no good Roadhog. There is no good Michelle. If you want to support them, Pat, that's fine. But when shit hits the fan and they turn on you, I don't want to hear it. My opinion is I don't want to hear it because you're the one that is still over there, regardless of all the evidence mounted against them. You're still over there supporting him, believing there is some good in him when there isn't. And that's right, Nikki. They are monsters. And you know what, Pat? Here's something for you, okay, while I'm on this topic. And since Nikki brought it up, why don't you ask Roadhog and Michelle about the 16-year-old girl they harassed on TikTok for almost a year because she had a baby? Why don't you go ask the Roadhogs, Pat, of all the vile names they called the 16-year-old girl just because she became a mom at 16? Why don't you actually, Pat, go ask the Roadhogs of how many lives they ruined or tormented or harassed over the years, Pat? You want to sit over there and condone that behavior? Well, by doing so, Pat, you're going to have the pushback. I'm not a saint by any means, okay? I'm not a saint. But there comes a time when you have to question, how far are you going to go to support somebody before you consider yourself morally corrupt? Yeah, exactly, Be Free, but she is blaming it all on Nikki. She thinks it's Nikki's fault. Pat, here's one for you. Pat, Mrs. Roadhog shared it on her Twitter, her Instagram, her TikTok. She sent it to Chronix and Shinery, the Pope. She sent it to everybody. Nikki wasn't the only one with the fucking picture. Like I said, you're fucking butthurt because your reality of the hogs is gone and you're in denial. Now you're blaming everybody else. But I will reiterate, thank you, Pat, for confirming the Roadhogs are back together. Like I said, how else would Roadhog know that Michelle was pissed at you over a photo if Roadhog wasn't back with Michelle? Thank you, Pat, for confirming yourself. The Hogs are back together. Even though that we already knew they were. But thank you, Pat, for that. No, you're Nikki, it wasn't the first time that Roadhog seen the picture. He saw the picture before. They saw the picture before, Nikki, and that's the sad truth. But Pat is blaming it all on you. And that's wrong. Everybody had the picture. Everybody shared the picture. But to blame you, Nikki, is wrong. It's wrong. Why are you even talking to Michelle or Roadhog? Why? Why are you even talking to them, Pat? Why? You even stated that you walked away, yet you're still in contact with them? After everything, you're still talking to them. And you just confirmed again that you're talking to them. You're still talking to them. Oh, wait, Charlotte Webb is in here? No, 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 no. Okay, I gotta correct this. Charlotte Webb? No. Roadhog and Mrs. Roadhog went after a teen mom, called her a slut, a disappointment. What kind of mother would allow their daughter to get pregnant? What kind of mother are you going to be? You're disgusting. Your mom is disgusting. No. Roadhog and Michelle went after a teen mom on TikTok. Yeah, Charlotte. It wasn't a Selfie Queen Cindy or JJ. It was about Roadhog and Mrs. Pat, you are making excuses. Everybody saw the picture, Pat, but you're making we've seen what you typed. You cannot backtrack. You cannot cover up your mess. This is one time. Exactly, Stella Marie. They let Mr. and Mrs. let the teenager join in on the trolling too. You want a celery stick? Okay, I'll give you a celery stick. Okay, here's your celery. No, that isn't Charlotte on the web. That's a different Charlotte. That's Charlotte Web, not Charlotte on the web. Yeah, there's a distinct between the two. That's Charlotte Web, and then there's a Charlotte on the web. JJ, the victims of a terrible lie are somehow being blamed. If you're referring to, could you clarify what you're talking about, please? I don't. I'm kind of lost on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, I'm sorry, hun. I don't know what that is referring to. Yeah, exactly. Pat was one of their victims, yet Pat is still defending them. Yeah, Nikki has the text. Yeah, Teresa, Nikki has the text. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm watching chat. I'm watching everybody. Hey, Rainy. Oh my God. Hey, Rainy Grace. Sorry. Defending yourself about what, Pat? Nobody was going after you. Yeah, exactly, JJ. Exactly. Pat, the point is if you didn't interject yourself or make comments, you wouldn't have to defend yourself. But you're blaming everybody about what is going on, but you're not blaming the hogs. Nobody was going after you. But in your mind, you think everybody is after you. This all boils down to one thing, Pat. It boils down to one thing. And you know what? You know what? I'm really pissed right now. I'll pay God. I will go to church Sunday. I'll say 1,000 Hail Marys for what I'm about to say, and I will find the Pope and kiss his ring. Okay, Pat. This is all about what you are afraid of, and this boils down to the truth. You're kissing their asses, hoping to God that they don't spill what is going on in your personal life. What you don't understand is that they don't care about your personal life. Okay? And even if they did, nobody would fucking believe them. You're scared something about you or your past or whatever may come out. I don't know what the fuck they have on you. Quite frankly, I don't care. But that doesn't give you the right to sit there and blame other people for what your behavior is doing to yourself. That is the problem, Pat. That is the problem. You jump to conclusions. You don't think before you speak. You think everything is about you. You think everybody is against you. You think this. You cannot excuse your behavior and your actions of what you have done to Nikki and to everybody in general that cared about you. Hello, Maria. I hope you're doing good, Maria. Oh, where's my charger cord? I lost my charger cord. My phone is about to die. Oof, my phone is about to die. Okay, my phone is charging. Hey, allegedly, I hope you're doing good. Pat, Pat, on my ending closing statement, I'm going to say this. You need to step away from the drama. You need to step away from YouTube. You need to stop commenting. You need to stop blaming people. You need to take a break and focus on yourself. Okay? There's no excuses for what is going on. But I will say this, Pat, you owe a lot of people apologies. And you need to distance yourself from YouTube and the internet as a whole. You know what? I bet if I just leave this open up all day long, everybody would chit chat with themselves. Like, I should just do that. I could go out and clean, put music on, and just let y'all chit chat with yourself. Ha ha! Hi, Kirsty. Hey, Sassy. Pat, if I said some of the shit that you had said to people, especially to Nikki would have castrated me. Nikki would have thrown me underneath the fucking bus or steamrolled over me, ran a train over me, beat me with the fucking bat. Now, I unfortunately do have to end this shortly because I have to do some things, and I would really like to stay on all day, but I can't. But Pat, I'm going to end this right now with a few choice words. You need to step away, back off, and focus on yourself. You do. Amos, I wish you all the best, Pat, but at the same time, you do need to be held accountable for your actions. I will be back at I will be back to do wacky. I will, because we're going to dissect her together, everybody, and I love dissecting her. I do. So you all have a great morning. I shall see you in a couple of hours. I thank you for coming. Remember to hit that like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, share the video, do all the YouTube things. And I will be back in a bit. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy your great morning. I shall see everybody soon.